Hello, there it is. Hello, hello, and welcome to the stream. I do see we've got a few lurkers here. It's totally fine if you guys are not feeling like you want to talk a lot right now. I totally get it. It's a Monday morning, at least here where I am. I thought why don't we start first with a little bit of coffee? This was completely unplanned. I had a meeting this morning, and John randomly had time to make a coffee. So here I am with a coffee. I figured that I will sip it and drink it before I start practicing with you guys. I do have my water here as well. But yeah, I kind of feel like a girl boss right now. So, Void, hello and welcome to the stream. Yes, coffee. This is just your typical Trader Joe's French roast, pre-ground coffee. Nothing special, but it actually tastes fantastic. John made it in a little Chemex, the Chemex coffee maker. You know, he did the pour. You know, he does a really good pour. Gets like a lot of really good crema. So the coffee that he extracts from even pre-ground stuff is amazing. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Kind of feeling like a girl boss right now. My workflow is so much better these days. Weirdly enough, learned it from Josija's voice acting class. So if you guys are in this sort of creative entrepreneur career type of thing, I know it sounds like it has absolutely nothing to do with your career, but I highly recommend that you take Josija's Voice Acting Academy class. His course online, you can watch the videos on your own time. I got it when it was on a super sale, so I got it for $300. But there's so much information packed in there. It's crazy. But he does talk about the creative process and how he does his workflow. And that has helped me so much. I'm able to put out content that I actually want to put out. Had a meeting this morning for a collab is coming out. Yeah. There's actually, I'm working on 2 active collabs right now. There are 2 other collaborations as well that are like a little bit kind of like still kind of like picking up. But it's just, I just feel so good. We're coming out with like all these projects and collaborations that I've been really wanting to do, but one had no energy to do it because, you know, we were going through this whole TSW thing. We're still going through it, but, you know, life is a lot better. I mean, John can randomly make me coffee these days, you know, so he's doing a lot better. He's not completely off of his flair yet, but he's doing considerably better. So, you know, like it's nice to know that even though he is on such a huge flare, or was, that is, because he's kind of coming off of it now, but even when his flare was so bad in the last few weeks, we were still able to function. We only had to take like, he had to take 3 days off, I think. I only had to take like a half day off, something like that. Because I ended up taking like a half day that one time I canceled the stream. So like, you know, it's not really getting in the way of like our lives anymore. Like it's totally fine to have to take like a mental health day here and there, you know, like even if you're not going through crazy things like this, it's good to take a mental health half day or full day, you know. So that's where I'm at. I'm feeling really good. Woke up, and then first thing in the morning is like girl boss meeting. We even like recorded some stuff. Oh, it's so good. I'm feeling so good because I woke up and I was just like, let me think about what I'm going to do today. Gonna record a little bit. Can't tell you guys what it is, but I did a little bit of a recording, not flute playing, talking. And then, you know, had this meeting. We're streaming my practice session. I'm teaching 3 lessons this afternoon. Going to pick up an item for another collaboration soon later. Like, and I'm like listing out all these things in my head of like what I'm doing. And I'm like, I cannot believe this is my job. Like, how is this my job? So, yes, indeed, Beth, the pour over. So anyway, I think I've updated you guys on kind of where I am mentally. To be completely fair, I'm a little tired, but this time it's not really because of the TSW. It's just daylight savings. For our European friends who are in here, I think Vlad probably noticed that I'm doing this stream an hour earlier than I think you're used to. Um, so I do recognize that over in I think most parts of Europe, I think your time change doesn't happen until much later, like 2 or 3 weeks later, something like that. So yeah, lost an hour over this weekend, and it's a little bit of an adjustment. Like my body is used to waking up at 7 a.m. Like, because usually I go to sleep at around midnight. And so I'm used to going to sleep at midnight and waking up at 7. It's just very natural for my body to do so. But last night, definitely, like my body did not want to go to sleep until 1. And then I naturally woke up at 8. So I still kind of have lost an hour. Everything is kind of shifted. So hopefully over this week, I can sort of shift it back to my 12 to 7. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So I am a little bit tired, but I'm just like riding the good feels of the fact that I cannot believe I'm doing all of this stuff as my job. Um, it's just crazy. I have some other really, really exciting news as well, but I'm kind of waiting. I'm waiting to announce it. So many things happening. Anyway, I said all those things. I need to say my hellos. Hello, Void. Official hello to Void Mantis. Hello, Midnight Moth. Welcome back. Beth, Olympic Daisy, Vlad, Sean, Deanna. How are you guys doing? Exactly. Happy belated Mario Day. If you guys don't know, March 10th is Mario Day because, as Olympic Daisy has spelled out here, MAR10 looks like Mario. So yes, it was Mario Day yesterday. Yeah, I am loving feeling like a total girl boss. Like I'm just it feels good. And I think the thing is too, like I think the reason why I feel like such a girl boss is because I have finally embraced what I love and what I'm good at, because it's a bit of a Venn diagram, okay? Like not all of what I love is what I'm good at, and not all of what I'm good at is what I love. You know. So the past, I want to say 10 years in video, it's taken me a long time to figure myself out, guys. But the past 10 years of making content has made me realize, like, you know, how to work this Venn diagram into my career, right? Because, like, I love this type of streaming. Now, do I get a lot of views for this type of like practice room streaming? No. You guys notice that we're a little bit of a smaller community here. It's almost like a small sub community within my like larger Just Another Flutist community. And but like I'm like, no, like at a certain point, even if I don't get a lot of views here, I need to feed my soul. So like I know that streaming feeds my soul. I know that sounds so weird, but it does. It feeds my soul. It makes me feel complete. It makes my practicing so much better. I teach a lot better. I make better content from doing these streams. And like in a way, these practice sessions are actually my professional development, and part of it, that is. So you guys are actually watching me, you know, do professional development on myself. So, you know, like professional development is an investment. So I see these practice sessions as an investment, and you guys get to hang out with me while I do it. But at the same time, you know, I have to like figure out, because like a lot of people, I think mistake my content creation for all promos. But I realized that I realized a long time ago that I'm terrible at marketing. I don't like marketing. I don't like to do the marketing like for myself. It just feels very disingenuous and inauthentic. So what I like to do are like authentic reviews, like the goods and the bads, things that can be improved on, and things that I really love about it. I like, doing that type of thing. And I think it's taken me a really long time because a lot of people have told me that I'm really good at marketing and I'm really good at promos and stuff like that. But what they don't realize is that the reason why I do get commissions on flutes is because I am genuine. So, like, I think, like, finally having recently realized what are my strengths and being able to communicate that clearly to anyone coming to me for like a collaboration or something like that, I can very clearly say now, I'm not going to do promos. I am going to do a genuine, authentic review. Like that is what you're signing up for when you're collaborating with me. Guys, not only is it something I can feel that I'm good at, but I love it. I love being genuine and authentic with these reviews and being able to just say that to the people you're collaborating with. And the best thing is that the people that want to collaborate with me are exactly the type of people who want those types of reviews. So it's like, like it kind of like works itself out. I think that's why I'm feeling like such a girl boss right now. Is because I've finally learned how to work the Venn diagram of my career of like what I love and what I'm good at. And the authentic reviews are like right in the middle, you know? So that's where I'm at. Oh no, Vlad, you're in pain. I'm so sorry to hear. Um, oh, you're wait, you're watching me on your ceiling? But I'm so sorry that you're in so much pain. We're all wishing you a speedy recovery and comfort. I'm so sorry. But yeah, go me. I know. Thank you, Midnight. Um, Deanna, you're almost 50 and still redrawing your circles in the Venn diagram. It never ends. Yeah, I think that's something that I have like realized, and I think right now, what I am, what I'm capitalizing on is the fact that in this chapter of my life, I have figured out the current Venn diagram. And I'm just like, well, I'm going to live and revel in the middle of this Venn diagram, like for as long as I can. Um, you know, so uh Olympic Daisy, I am not sick of you. Give me another idea. I will write them down. I've been writing down you guys' ideas, by the way. You guys, you remember, right? Olympic? I think Olympic, you actually gave me an idea the other day. I did write it down. Some of it may not happen for a little while though, because like I have to request these things from the Flute Center and stuff like that. So right now I have a bit of like, I have other ongoing collaborations and some filler videos that I have planned so that you guys don't get bored in the in-between weeks. But yeah, if you have any more ideas, let me know. The Nyenyazi, yes. I saw those. So I was kind of thinking about that too. If you guys haven't seen those, go check it out. Literally just copy and paste Olympic Daisy's chat here, this comment, like right here. Okay, copy and paste that into Google, and you will see for yourselves this magical things. So, Emily, what advice would I give my past self? That is a loaded question and a very good question. I think the advice that I would give myself, I've been thinking about this actually a lot in the past week or so. I think that I would tell my younger self that, like, as much as you hate the analytics, look at your YouTube analytics, because there is some truths that can be gleaned from the hard data. And the truth that I have gleaned from the hard data is that I was never meant to be a viral content creator. I was never meant to make trendy videos. The videos that I make that work the best are only two types of videos. Tutorials, which is very reflective of what I like to do. I love to teach, and therefore my love for teaching comes through in my how-to videos. And two, in reviews, because both the nerd and the teacher in me genuinely comes through in my reviews. So my most well-performing videos are the like anything with a very boring title. It's like how to blah blah blah, or just literally the name, make, model, brand of the flute that I am reviewing, or the flute gadget, or whatever. It's just the name of it and then write review, in-depth review, you know? I think I have been chasing that kind of viral quality, but I don't think I was ever meant to be that person. So for me personally, that would be my advice to my younger self, is to like stop chasing being viral. Just look at your analytics and you will see for yourself what you are good at. Like, it's totally fine that I just kind of put out a whole bunch of different type of content out there. But I think what I didn't do for a really long time was really consider what the analytics meant. So I think you guys can also do something similar. When you're younger, do everything. So whatever career path you have chosen, try everything in that career path, or as much as you have available to you, as much that is that you have access to, and just see what comes back, see what you're good at, see what people keep requesting you to do. Like requesting as in like maybe these are like projects that people keep asking you to do. Maybe it's a certain role that people keep asking you to do, and really consider, are you good at it? Do you like it? Because if you can find the thing that you both like and you're good at, you are unstoppable. Yeah. So let's see, Vlad, surgery next month. Oh, okay. All right, Vlad. I will give you the Cantonese saying, "Ga yao," add oil, meaning you can, persist, perseverance. We are behind you. We support you. We are very happy to kind of provide a place of comfort here on this little corner of the internet for you. Void, how do you keep stuff out of the cracks for the Nianzi? I don't know. I'm gonna see, I guess. I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly. So Kelza, welcome to the stream. Do I keep a practice journal? Not really. You know why? Because these are my practice journal. So the streams are my practice journal. Okay, I might sound vain as heck doing this, but I actually will go back to my old streams and just to kind of see what I was up to that day. How did I actually sound? It's just a great way to look back to see what you have accomplished. Maybe there's something I might hear in my playing later on that I'll be like, ooh, I kind of want to look into that, you know. So this is my practice journal. I don't keep a written one though. Yeah, I don't think I'm really that type of person, but I really highly recommend it. And if you guys want, I'm not paid to do this, okay? But if you guys want, my friend Tatiana, the flute practice, she came out with a really cute practice journal. So just go to her website, go to the books section of her website, like the products that she sells. She made a practice journal. So if you just want like something like a cute journal to just keep you on track and you don't have to come up with the journal yourself, highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. I think she has a PDF version and a hard copy version. So Deanna, what was the most useful flute gadget? Useful is weirdly a very subjective term. So I think for me, in terms of immediate relief, it was not a gadget that you could buy. Well, you can if you want to buy an expensive version of it, but it's the cork on my C key. That by far was immediate relief forever. So I think it's a small hand person problem though. I haven't really heard of people with large hands having this problem. Because I would end up squeezing my left hand index finger too much and then causing myself to pull a muscle in like next to my shoulder blade on my left side. So that one, in terms of immediate and persistent relief, would be the C key cork. You can get a really fancy one from Brannon. It's a C key extension, and it does basically the same thing. It's a little like plastic piece with like I think metal bits that kind of clamp onto your C key, and then it just elevates it a little bit more for your finger. So if you want to get something that's prettier, you can definitely look into that. But yeah, I would actually really like to try the Brannon extension someday. That would make a cool stream and video. I don't know how to make it work, but we'll see. It's the Brannon key extensions. A spin-off. I teach mom how to play the deeds. I'll write it down. I don't know if that's going to fly, but I'll write it down. I will entertain the idea. So I teach mom to play the deeds. Now, the reason why I'm saying that I'm only entertaining the idea is because I kind of feel like that series has a really nice rounded ending where like I got to interview my mom and like, like I kind of want to put it to rest and not squeeze out more sequels from it. But I'll entertain it. I will entertain it. Who knows? Maybe I can make a quick short with her or something, like have it not be like a whole official video, Gianni, welcome to the stream. You're a beginner studying on Rubank Elementary Method. I did too. Do you know what it means when they suggest to play with both 3 beats and 1 beat to the measure on 3/4 exercise? Okay, so what they mean is that like you're probably going to see like 3 quarter notes, right? So you can either count it as 1, 2, 3, or you can count it as a very slow 1. 1 and 1 and or you can count it as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I hope that makes sense. They're just trying to get you to feel that like that how the first beat is really heavy and then the other 2 are lighter. It's exactly what you would do in a waltz. 1 and 1 and or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I hope that's helpful. So Midnight Moth, you're 5'8" and you have the left hand index squeezing problem, but only in piccolo. Are you going to get it installed on the piccolo? Because you could totally get the cork and wait, I should do that. Wait. I should do that. Next time I send my flute in, my piccolo in for a COA, I'm writing this down. Next COA. Wait, guys. Get C key cork extension on piccolo. Let me just see. I'm just going to chug this really quickly just so I don't end up splashing it anywhere. We have finished that. Putting it off to the side. I'm just going to make sure, excuse me, that my case has room for it. Yes, I think my case does have room for it. So, okay, I think I will do that. Does the Brandon extension only work on Brandon flutes? I don't think so. I think they work on on other flutes too, because I do know that some people will just go to the Brandon site to order their key extensions just for their key extensions, as far as I understand. Who knows? I haven't done a review myself yet, right? So if I could see any soundtrack performed in a concert, what would it be? You're welcome, Gianni. I hope that helped. So let's see if I could see any soundtrack performed in a concert. I'm gonna sound so boring, but probably Genshin. Genshin and Star Rail. I know that there are Genshin concerts. It didn't make sense for us to nab tickets because I think in the US they only went to New York. I think we were very tempted. We were very tempted to do sort of like just a random trip to New York to see the concert, but the ultimately it didn't make sense for us. You know, with John Skin and stuff like that. For you, it's Avatar? Oh, that's awesome. I haven't seen the new movie yet. There's been a lot of hype around it though, especially in the Asian American community. So that's been really awesome. Void, it's not a dumb question. And in fact, this is a great segue into into practicing. Not a dumb question, guys. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. So I'll show you guys here. Let's do this so you guys can see a little bit better. So if you look on my flute, you'll see that there is this random piece of cork that has been glued onto my C key. The glue that they use for this is the same glue that they use for all the felt bits under your trill keys. You know, you got cork there as well. So this is glue that they already have in the workshop. And yeah, so I just requested a little piece of cork and cork is like a very common item in flute workshops. So yeah, I just requested a little piece of cork to be glued onto my C key. This is absolutely removable. I don't plan on ever selling my flute, but if I do sell my flute, this is very easy to remove, and they'll clean off the key and it'll look like, you know, like nothing ever happened to it, or at least very minimal things have happened to it. Now for me, and I'll switch back to our main camera here. So for me, I noticed that if I play the flute here, let's just put the whole flute together. Let me see. Make sure we're in a good rockstro grip. Okay, so for me, if I were to play without the C extension, do you see how, like, when you guys look at my hand right here, it's like a very natural curve, right? Whereas without this, my finger would be squeezing like this. Do you see how much further down that squeezes? And for me, I can actually feel it just now too. For me, whenever I squeeze my finger in this position like this, it pulls a muscle in my right next to my left shoulder blade, right in here. that muscle right there. And it's very uncomfortable. It hurts a lot. It's like this kind of like really sharp pain in there. It prevents me from playing for a longer period of time. It's just not a great feeling. So I have noticed that ever since having that installed, it's really fantastic. Now, personally, I'll just tell you, because it is just a piece of cork, which they already have in the workshop, and because it is just glue, which they also already have in the workshop, I have had this installed 3 times total. One, I think, was on my Mateki. Once when I got this flute, and then I only had it replaced 1 more time. So this is actually only the 2nd piece of cork that has lived on this flute. And each time I've had it installed, I have not been charged for it because it's so cheap and easy for them to install. I get it installed as part of the COA so that it just kind of gets lumped into the whole like maintenance. But you know, when you look at the itemized bill, they don't charge for the C key extension. So yeah, that's what that is. And I really enjoy it personally. You're so welcome for the explanation. I'm very happy to explain. Vlad just cut some cork from a wine bottle. There you go. There you go. And Emily, you're also thinking about the extension. You know what, guys, it's worth trying, because like even if you hate it, you can bring it back to your technician and ask them to remove it, and they'll just remove it super quickly for you. Like, it's very removable. It's like, it's not permanent, but you know, the glue that they use will stay on. So, but it's not a complete permanent thing. So let's see. So Deanna, you put some blue museum putty, which is removable, as a thumb support on the right hand side for now, helping you balance a bit better. Fantastic. Yeah, you can get really creative with you know, gadgets and stuff like that on your flute to make it more comfortable for you. But yeah, I would say that that is my top flute gadget, that like, it's immediate relief, persistent relief for me. Now, I don't guarantee this for everyone, but if you do have that same sharp pain in the muscle next to your left shoulder blade, you might want to consider this and see if it helps. Again, I'm not going to guarantee that it's like your magic pill, but that it's worth a try. I would say it's definitely worth a try. So anyway, we should get to practicing. I think I might have to limit today's session to 45 minutes. So apologies for that. Let me get that going here. So I will get this started. Yeah, so 45 minutes just because I want to meet John for lunch. All right, so let's do a 45-minute session. We're going to barrel through everything, you know, just get stuff done. But I really enjoyed chatting with you guys. That was really fun. Oh, yes, Vlad. Your favorite gadget is a big, tall music stand. Did you know that they make music stands for tall people? So if you're very tall, like I would say 5'8" and above, you may want to consider looking into music stands for tall people. So I know Hercules makes it, and several other brands, Manhasset, I think, makes music stands for tall people. So it makes it so that you're not like playing like this, you know, with your neck craned forward. It's really fantastic. Yeah. You're welcome, Deanna. Felicia, you get sharp pain in the left knuckle. Do you think the cork would help with that? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Worth a try. Again, worth a try. You never know until you try it. And it's removable, so you can just, if it doesn't help, you can just go to your technician and have them remove it. You know. Okay, let's get started. So I'll start that. mute this tab so it doesn't scream at me, and we will begin. Feel free to keep talking, guys, and keep asking questions. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Definitely need to lift my mouth a little bit more for those high notes. So we'll keep that in mind as we keep going. All right, let's do this. So we're in Della Sonorite, page 20, number 22. We are doing interval leaps with our best friend, high E, as the bass note, jumping to every other note in our range. Lovely, beautiful. Everyone loves the high E. Oh, by the way, we are doing the first articulation, which is all tongued. Not bad. I would say probably the only thing is I need to be careful not to do too much jaw movement. But that is coming out better, and also I was more aware of keeping my mouth very open on the high notes, even while I'm sticking my lip forward. So not bad, not bad. Let's bring out my practice checklist here. We're now going to do the second articulation, which is slurring from the main note, that E, to every other note. So I repeated a few in there because I could feel it. Like I could feel that I was retracting my lip too far, especially in the middle register. So that is something I will keep in mind for today. I might be kind of overshooting how much lip movement I need to do. This is very typical when you're practicing. I call it penduluming. So when you learn a new skill, you will have kind of like moments in time, as you are in your journey of learning that new skill, where when you first do it, it's going to take a lot of effort to convince your body to do it. So you have to like put in a ton of effort, but then your body will actually get used to it. And then because you're used to putting in so much effort, you're going to end up like overdoing it. So that's what I call penduluming to the other side. So I think right now I'm penduluming over and I'm doing too much lip movement right now. So I think for the rest of today, we will focus on making it a little bit more subtle. And yeah, this is just something to expect from, just normal practicing. This is always going to happen. Every time you learn a new skill, you're always going to pendulum too far. And it's actually a good sign. If you can catch yourself penduluming, then it's a great way to kind of gauge how much effort you should be putting into it. So, okay, let me catch up with the chat. Vlad hit your very first F7. Yay! That's a high one. I love all of your like, your music stands that you guys have fashioned from other things. That's fantastic. Oh, you gotta do what you gotta do, Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, let's do some circular breathing. All right, we're definitely getting better doing it on the hand. I think on the flute, though, it's a slightly different story in terms of like convincing myself to not plug the back of my mouth or the back of my nose, more like, and also to just keep the exhale going. So let's see if we can do a few on the flute. In the back of my throat. Okay, circular breathing is certainly one way to get rid of phlegm. Just saying. That's getting better. That is getting better. All right, let me take a look at the state of my flute. I need to swab it out, but I did that thing where I forgot all of my cleaning implements in the laundry room. So I'm just gonna pop you guys on the break screen for just a hot second, and I'll be right back, okay? I'm just getting my swab, be right back. Give me a sec. Have fun, guys. Just keep chatting. I'm back. Yep. Midnight, could not agree more. Could not agree more. The important aspect is being consistent with study, practice, and finding love in music. Oh, you could not have put it better. I think for a long time, I was sort of punishing myself for not being consistent. And I think what I have discovered over the last few years of streaming my practice sessions is that I needed to find my love for the flute, for music, because that really helps drive the consistency, right? Like if I keep punishing myself for not being consistent, practicing becomes a chore, it becomes a punishment, and my brain will just not want to do it. Like it'll reject the idea of practicing. But, you know, constantly finding the love of music in what I do really makes me excited to practice now. So yeah, same. Also makes me happy, calm, and helps de-stress. Yeah, I'm so happy I'm finally at a point in my life where that is true. It didn't used to be, which was really sad. So, okay, we're moving on to 480 exercises. 357 is what we're on today. For those of you who are following along, who want to see my practice schedule for the day without looking at my screen, it is in the video description. So just want to let you guys know. Where is 357? Oh, it's one of these. Okay. All right. So we are on, so B, B flat, A, B, B flat, A flat. So technically G sharp harmonic minor. Good Lord. Okay, we'll try this out. Is it? Yes. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I already made it to the bottom. Okay, do that a few more times. Oh, Vlad, thank you so much. Yeah, the lip out thing is definitely getting better and better. I think the last repetition I did was the most open, but because I was so focused on that, I got distracted and I didn't play the right notes. So I do want to just do the top bit a few times and then we'll leave this. Much better. Much better. So Midnight, you managed to make the G6 to C7 part of the piccolo sound kind of nice. Hey, I'm actually kind of curious to do that for myself too. I was thinking that once I get enough repetitions done in the Ibert, that I would like once I feel like that, once I feel finished, I guess, with the Ibert, I did want to start rotating in regular piccolo sessions. So I was thinking sort of like an alternate day type of thing. So I would do 2 days, 2 to 3 days on the flute per week, and then the in-between days would be the piccolo. So, just to kind of like keep up the sort of like what I learned in my own review of my own piccolo. There are things that I really want to just kind of like master now to make my piccolo sound the best that it can, because I edited my own stream, so I know how I sound on this piccolo, and you can really hear when I'm struggling to like kind of juggle all of these ideas that I had figured out. So sometimes it just sounds amazing when I have everything kind of juggling correctly. But if I let, one idea loose and then the other one rolls away and stuff like that, then you can kind of hear the stuffiness kind of come back in my piccolo playing. So I do want to kind of like master my own piccolo. That's kind of, I think, my next big project, which is giving me an idea. There is one piece that I've been wanting to conquer on the piccolo, which is the Ibert Piccolo Concerto. So who knows? Maybe that might be my next big piece that I conquer. Okay, we're now going to move on. Oh, we should figure out what we're going to practice for next time for the Moyse. So, we're going to do number 10 next time. Okay, so 10. I will highlight that. This is how I'm keeping track, by the way, of which number I'm on. I always highlight the next one, and I write it in my my practice checklist here, so I never forget. Okay, so we are done drilling the development. So we're going to start with actually, let's do Q56 from the development. Just run that a few times. Here we go. Yeah, that's definitely going to need a few more days at least of drilling that. It's definitely better than it was last week, but I think I need more. So we'll reevaluate that after 3 days, I would say. Let's see what it sounds like on Wednesday and see if I need to keep doing it. Reevaluation is the name of the game. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for a piccolo journey. I feel like you know, that's my like next big thing I really, really want to conquer. Is support enough? Probably not. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Okay, let's do, we're now in the recap. So let's go in order. Let's see how far I get. It's actually only 2 pages, so we're definitely going to make it through this whole thing. But we're going to go large section by large section. I am going to drill one tiny section a few more times before we do the full section again. Need to make sure I do a mini squat so I can support more. I also need to think more slowly. We'll do one more. This will get better over this week. So all of my, every time I have started drilling a new section in this, the first day is always rough. So we're just expecting that. Okay, so an interesting thing that I'm discovering is I'm actually now overreaching for the B flat lever. That's really interesting. So I do want to do it again in my mind a little bit more slowly, but to you guys it's probably going to be the same speed, and I'm just going to pay attention to that. I got a little distracted because I discovered that I was overshooting. is just going to have to get better over the next week. So we will leave that and do the next big section. Could do with more support, I would say. My lip action is also a little bit delayed, I feel. Take it. Yeah, it is a lot of high G sharps in here. A lot. All right, so you guys can tell I have done way more repetitions on this version than the at the beginning of the recap. Yeah, that's the difference repetitions make. Very distracted because I think I am thinking a little bit too much about the note I'm currently playing and not enough about the notes after it. So I think I need to anticipate my like lip action and all that stuff, support and all of that. So we'll try it again. I found the exact spot where something, it's my left hand ring finger is lagging as I pop up to 1 octave from middle register E to high register E. So I'm just going to drill that a few more times, just that little section there. Okay, that will get better with more drills over this week. So we will do just the last big section. Right. It is very frenetic. Yes. There's a couple of spots I need to just review a little bit before I do this section again. Yeah, so I can take that section slower than I think. I think this is another case of like, I used to put in a ton of effort to play this, but then now I can actually back off. Okay, let's do the whole section. not bad for first day on the recap. It's gonna sound a lot better by Friday. I can feel it. So here we go, one last time. Okay, I will take it. And we even have time to spare. We'll do a little bit of Rapid as Wildfires, a little bit of Lava Galette, and then we will call it a day. Already a ton better. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do believe it's going to be so much better on Friday though. Like by the time we get through, like I can feel that it's not where I want it to be right now, and that's fine. That's just part of the practicing journey. You know, like you can't expect, especially when you're starting to get the repetitions in, you can't expect it to be like, you know, immediately within one session, like amazing. Things take time. So, okay, let's do a little bit of Rapid as Wildfires. Just a bit, really just the end. Because the end is the hardest part for sure. Okay. Oh, Vlad, thank you. Okay, Ruth, hello. I hope you're drive safe. Okay. But thanks for dropping by. I hope you're doing well. Okay, we only have like less than 3 minutes, so let's just head on over. That went really well. Like I am starting to move my tongue where I want it to go. Not 100%, but like a good solid 80 to 90% of the time, my tongue is where I want it to be. So it is helping the articulation stay more clear. Okay, let's do a little bit of Lava Galette to end off. do want to, I think, run a few spots again. That's feeling good. Okay, I do need to clean up now. So, because it is time for lunch. All feeling pretty darn good. Quite happy with today's practice. A little bit shorter, the 45 minutes, but honestly, I spend so long talking in other practice sessions that honestly it felt around the same amount of time that I devote to practicing. This time I just made sure that I was actually playing most of the time. So if you guys don't mind. But yeah, feeling pretty good. I would say that yeah, we definitely need to keep up the drilling for the recap. So definitely kind of feeling where like I'm definitely feeling that it's going in the right direction at the very least. But yeah, this is something that I'm been wanting to like I guess like just continue showing you guys that this stuff takes time. You know, when you're practicing, you truly cannot expect that you're going to master something immediately within that session. The most important thing is that you come away from it excited to do it again the next day. And like you want to come away with like something to think about. Like, I can focus on like, you know, maybe for me, my left hand ring finger, I don't need to stretch it as much. I don't need to work quite so hard. Thinking about the lip manipulation, like, okay, I'm penduluming now. So that means that I don't need to feel like I have to like put in as much effort to do it. You know, that type of thing. So I had to keep the audience noise up. It's okay, Vlad. If you're feeling really not great, totally fine to lurk. But if you want to chat, also you're so welcome to. You know, like I'm a lurker myself, so I'm very aware that I am streaming to a bunch of like-minded folks who I would say for the most part are lurkers too. So it's okay. If you guys have nothing to say in the chat, we are not a normal stream here, okay? Like I don't like require you guys to say stuff in the chat. I don't, you are not obligated. If no one's saying anything in the chat, I will just find things to talk about. I am that person who will just find things to talk about. I don't care. I've decided I don't care and I don't mind. So if you guys just want to like listen and relax, you know, that's what this stream is for. This stream is, I'm really trying to fashion this stream as like a comfort stream. It's just a, you know, well, not really quiet because I'm like playing the flute, but like it's a comfortable, safe place for you guys to just come and chill in. And, you know, we're not always high energy here. It's kind of depending on, you know, where I am, you know, with my like mentally and physically where I am, but I'm very happy to show all facets of my energy levels because let's face it, that's the way most people are in the real world. We're not always completely chipper, but some days are better than others. And doesn't matter if you're having a bad day, totally valid. If you're having a great day, also valid. But yeah, like I'm very happy to show that not every day is a good day, but you can still show love to yourself. You know, for me, in this context, is through practicing, because this is me time. This is you know, a really great time for me to pay attention to myself, to fill my cup, you know, like and it's, you know, I'm very happy to show that, you know, when you fill your cup, that, you know, you're doing it for yourself, and that's okay. That is valid. So a flute radio station, exactly. That's what I want, is like this kind of like really calm, sort of like chill, nice little kind of like side thing where you guys can just come and hang out and lurk. You guys can totally lurk, totally fine. I'm glad this hour was good for you and you feel better. Oh, that's so great. That is exactly what I want this stream to be. I just want it to be a safe, comfortable place where you guys can find some respite and, you know, safety. So like a safe place to just come and chill. So I'm really glad. Anyway, I gotta go catch Hubs for lunch. Thank you all so much for joining today, for chatting with me and accompanying me while I practice. Thank you all for being lovely and awesome and kind, to not only to each other, but also to me. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves, all right? Stay happy, healthy, and safe to the best of your ability. I understand life happens as it's happening to us. But take care of yourselves. Do what you need to take care of yourselves, because there's no music without the musician. All right. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Laters. Bye-bye.